Okay, excellent. So talking about how much and how many. Okay, so how do we, we're going to talk about how we structure them. Okay, what is the correct way to use them? Yes, when to use how much or when to use how many. And we're also going to be talking about countable and uncountable nouns. Okay,
Okay.
this is a topic that goes hand in hand. Yes, you need to understand one in order to do the other. Okay, and so sometimes what we do is we confuse when we use one or when we have to use how much or when we have to use how many. Okay,
Okay.
so we're going to go over that and then we're going to do some examples and see if you understand. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
all right, very good. So go ahead and help me read it by reading this first part.
Uh, when we want to know the quantity or amount of something, we ask questions starting with how much and how many.
Excellent. Okay. So this is why we use, yes, how much and how many when we want to know the quantity or amount. Okay.
Okay.
What is quantity, Enrique? What is quantity?
Cantidades.
Yes, exactly. Very good. Okay. So the quantity or amount of something. Yes.
Okay.
Eh, so that's how we're going to use it. Now we have to figure out when we use it. So eh, it says here how much. Yes. Go ahead and read me this part.
Uh, I want to know the quantity or amount.
Okay, very good. So whenever you use how much, it's because you want to know the quantity or the amount of something. And it can be, for example, in the store, it can be with a client. Yes, it can be even, for example, in a conversation with your wife. Yes. So how much is going to talk about quantity and amount. And we have to use something that is called the uncountable noun.
Okay.
Yes. Do you know what uncountable nouns are?
Uncountable noun?
Yes. Do you know?
No.
No? Okay.
When I see in this question down
Yes.
or sugar,
Sugar. Okay.
salt,
Uh, salt. We have sugar, for example, in the examples. Sugar, time,
time, money, and my milk.
milk. Exactly. Okay. So these are called uncountable nouns. Okay. But first, what is a noun?
Um, ay, no,
I'll tell you in Spanish.
nombre, pero
Es un
igual
sustantivo.
sugar, time,
Okay. But what is a noun?
¿no?
Yes. What is a noun?
Pero,
A noun, a noun represents three things. Okay. A noun is going to represent, hold on, that's a bad color. We're going to put blue.
person,
A person, a place, and a thing.
okay.
Those three is what a noun represents. Okay. A noun represents a person. Yes. For example, give me an example.
Mm, you, he, she, it,
Exactly. Or
uh,
you by name as well. Yes, you can be my uncle, it could be Enrique, it could be Luis, it could be okay. So those are going to be persons. Okay. What about place?
place, park, store,
Store. Good.
mm, cinema,
Exactly. The movies, cinema, the bathroom. Yes. All of these are places. What about a thing?
thing is a cellular, pen, pencil,
The table, the chair.
chair.
Yes. The computer. So all of those are things. Okay.
Mhm.
Now we're going to be focusing on things. Yes. For the noun today, we're going to be focusing on things. Okay, so with things, we're going to be able to find out what is an uncountable noun. Okay, so let me explain very fast. There are two types of nouns that we're going to look at today. Okay, so on one side, we're going to have countable, and on the other, uncountable. Okay. Countable, uncountable. Okay, so let's start, for example, the ones that they have here, the examples. They say what? They say
Sugar,
sugar. Okay, what
sugar
else?
is uncountable.
Sugar is uncountable. What else?
Um, Water,
Water is uncountable. What else do they say here?
time,
Time. And then they also say time. They say what else?
money,
Money. Yes. So these are uncountable nouns. Okay. Uncountable means is you can't count it. Yes. For example, sugar. Sugar, you don't count sugar. Or can you count sugar or no?
mm, only for sell, 1 kilo.
Ah, but that's different.
Yes.
Yes. It's different because you have 1 kilo. A kilo you can count. Yes. The sugar, no. The sugar is together. Uh-huh. But the kilo of sugar, yes. 1 kilo, 2 kilo, three, yes. But
Okay.
that's different. Uh-huh. What about water?
Uh, is the same by liter.
Exactly. So you have to understand, we have to
A
separate,
bottle.
yes? Exactly. A bottle of water. That you can count. But if only talking about water, that's uncountable. Okay.
Okay.
If we say, for example, one bottle, yes, bottle, you can count. One bottle, two bottles, three.
Mm-hmm.
The bottle is countable, but the
Okay.
water is uncountable. Okay.
Okay.
What about time?
Uh, Time.
So time is the same concept. Yes. For example, if we say 1 hour, yes, we're
This is
not.
countable, no? 1 hour, 1 minute, one
Yes,
second.
exactly. 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second. Yes, these are countable nouns.
Yes.
Yes, you can say 5 minutes, 7 hours. Okay, but the time you cannot say one time, two time, three. The time is a general concept, so it is uncountable. Okay,
Okay.
money, the same thing. Okay, we can say for countable $1,
$1, one piece.
1 peso, 1 cent. Cent is that
Mm-hmm.
centavo. We can say one. What else? €1, 1 coin. Yes, one one bill. Bill es como decir billete.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So these are countable, okay? But the money is not. It sounds weird. Se escucha raro, ¿no?
Yes.
It sounds weird, but the money is not countable. Yes. I can count everything, the derivative, yes. Todo lo derivado, yes. But the concept the concept of money? No. Yes,
Okay.
I have, no puedes decir, I have one money, I have two money, I have five money. No. Sí. ¿O en español podemos decir eso? No. ¿Tengo cinco dineros? No.
Tengo dinero nada más.
Exacto. Tengo dinero, ¿sí? Porque es algo que no puedes contar. All right.
Okay.
So that is uncountable nouns. Okay. Now, if you see, si tú notaste, todo lo que se pueda cuantificar, ajá, the sugar, 1 kilo, the water, 1 liter, the time, 1 hour, the money, $1.
Dollar.
This
Countable.
is countable. Yes. But all of the rest is not. Okay. So
Okay.
when you analyze, yes, when you analyze a noun, you have to try to understand, is it countable or uncountable? Yes. And that's going to help you analyze and determine, yes, how to say if you need to use how much or how many. Okay. So let's go back here. We say, for example, read me this sentence right here.
How much sugar would you like?
How much sugar would you like? Good. So using much. This one?
How much? Okay. How much time do we have to finish?
Okay. Asking about quantity. Yes, how much time? Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This one?
How much money did you spend?
Okay. How much money did you spend? Yes, talking about the amount, yes, of money. This one?
Okay. How much milk is in the fridge?
Very good. Yes. The same, talking about the quantity, yes, of milk inside the fridge. Okay.
Okay.
Do we understand?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now, this is talking about quantity, yes, and I can also use it to talk about price. Uh-huh. Now, this is something more specific, yes, talking about
Okay.
price. Now, in here, we just have to fix the structure, okay? We have to fix the structure. What does this mean? There are some nouns, that can be singular or plural. Yes.
Okay.
Some nouns are singular or plural. Okay. What does this mean? So, for example, address. Address, it can be singular, but it can also be plural.
It's a singular.
Okay. The shoes
Is plural.
is plural. Okay, very good. What about this?
Jacket is singular.
Something is singular. Yes. In this, cost, yes, is something that is singular as well. Okay. About money. Now,
Okay.
so we're going to use this type, how much, to talk about these types of things, but we're going to use the verb to be. Yes, we're
Okay.
going to use the verb to be. So for example, on these examples, yes, you can see we are using the verb to be here.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what happens here?
It's a cost.
It's a cost, yes. With the verb cost, yes. With the verb cost, we have to use these types of nouns. So for example, we have this, read it for me, please.
How much did your jacket cost?
Okay, excellent. Notice the structure. We have our phrase, how much.
How
We,
much?
we have our auxiliary verb. Ay, ¿qué hice? ¿Por qué no puedo? Oh. We have our auxiliary verb, did. Mhm. And then we're going to have our noun. Yes.
Jacket.
Jacket. And then at the end, we're going to put cost. Can you give me another example sentence like this?
Sorry.
Can you give me an example sentence for you?
How much did
Ask me. Ask me.
okay, how much did your earphone cost?
Earphones. Earphones or headphones.
Headphones, okay.
Yes. Now, headphones, hay una diferencia. Los headphones son los grandotes y los earphones son los chiquitos.
Okay.
Okay. So, again, tell me the question.
Other question?
No, the same.
Okay, okay.
Say it again.
How much did your earphone cost?
Okay, very good. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Another question.
Another question. How much did your pen cost?
Okay, how much did my pen cost? Very good. Okay, excellent. Now, we can say it that way, or we can also say it this way. Read it for me, please.
How much will it cost me?
Okay, how much will it cost me?
¿Cuánto me costará?
¿Cuánto me va a costar?
Me va a costar, ok.
Sí, esa es una frase muy típica que usamos con la esposa. No, just kidding. Pero, sí, o sea, si tienes, no sé, hijos también o hijas, vas a preguntar, ¿y cuánto me va a costar? ¿No?
Así es.
So this is something that you can use in English, okay? Now,
Okay.
but you have to be careful because this is a very strong sentence. Yes. This is a very strong sentence, muy, es un poquito no afirmativo, es, ¿cómo lo decimos? Directo, a little bit direct, okay? So just be careful with this. The proper way is to use this. Okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Now, if you, for example, are in the store, yes, and you can ask these general questions. Yes, this general question you can ask.
How
So,
much is this dress?
okay, how much is this dress? And this one?
How much are these shoes?
Exactly. Okay, are these shoes? Very good. Okay, so if you see, is this singular? Are these plural?
The plural.
Okay, exactly. Okay, so we have to be able to know how to use each one of these. Okay,
Okay.
do we understand, Enrique, so far?
Yes.
Very good. Excellent. So, what I want you to do very fast, before we go to this section, I want you to help me and I want you to write three questions. I want you to write three questions in these structures. Yes.
Okay. Three questions.
Three questions in these three structures. You have to change this, but you have to use the singular form. Here, the plural form, and here you have to use cost. Okay.
Okay.
So write three questions, and then we're going to check them.
Okay.
Please.
Ready.
Ready? Okay, perfect. All right, go ahead and put them in the chat. Put them in
Okay.
the chat, and that way we can see them together.
Okay.
Perfect. How much is this car? Okay. How much are these? Oh, read them for me, please. Read them.
Okay. How much is this car? Uh, how much how much are these flowers? How much did your laptop cost?
Okay, very good. Excellent. Good stuff. Very good. Very good. Nice work, Enrique. Good work. So that is how you're going to use how much. All right. Remember, how much is usually used for uncountable nouns. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So give me 1 second. Let's go ahead and go to the countable nouns. Okay. The countable nouns are a little bit easier. Things you can count. Anything you can make plural is something you can count. Yes.
Okay.
Anything you can make plural. Okay. So, for example, if we have here in this example, we have days. Yes.
Yes.
1 day, 2 day, 3 months,
Okay.
years. Yes. Those are things that are countable. Uh-huh. Here, what does it say?
Students
Okay. Here.
and books,
And these?
cousins.
Okay. Very good. Excellent. Okay. So these are general things that you can count. All right. So we're going to be able to use how many when we are going to talk about countable nouns.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and read me the sentence.
How many days are there in January?
Okay. Very good. Next.
How many students are in the room?
Okay.
How many books did you buy?
Did you buy?
Did you buy? Sorry.
Good.
How many cousins do you have?
Good. Excellent work. Very good, Enrique. Okay. So these are countable nouns. All right.
Okay.
Remember, when we when we talk about countable nouns, we have to use how many. Do not use how much. Yes.
What is a singular noun is how much? For example, how much the student is in the room? If only one student is in the room,
No, no, because
how many?
yes, you need to use you.
And the answer is one one student. Por
If
ejemplo,
there,
ahorita, por ejemplo, yo te digo, ¿cuántas personas están en tu clase?
okay,
Una. Ah,
okay,
aún así se puede contestar, por ejemplo, how many. Se tiene que preguntar como how many,
sí, se tiene que usar con how many, sí, porque
aunque sea una sola persona la respuesta.
sí, porque exactamente, porque estamos hablando en general de cuántos alumnos en total, o más bien de todos los que tengo, sí, hay en este momento.
Ok, ok,
Yes,
ok,
so that's why I have to use how many students, yes, are in class.
ok,
How many students are connected? How many people are connected? See?
ok, ok.
All right. So that is how we have to use it. Okay. So in general, we're going to use, por lo general, vamos a usar, we're going to use the what is wrong with this? Okay. These are some examples, yes, of countable and uncountable nouns. Yes. These are examples for food. Yes. For food, hot dogs, apple. But you know this vocabulary, yes?
Okay.
Yes. This vocabulary, you understand all of this or no?
More or less, with a image or my photo, I know.
You know. Okay, very good. Okay, so let's say for okay, we're gonna do this exercise. Vamos a hacer este ejercicio. I'm going to stop showing my screen. ¿Cómo dejo de compartir? I'm going to stop showing my screen. Yes. Ah, Carla.
Está conectando.
¿Cuándo se conectó Carla? ¿Ahorita?
No, apenas estaba a conectar. No está conectando.
Ah, ok. Es que acabo de ver que estaba conectado. Ok. Dije, ups, le he ignorado todo el rato. Okay. So I'm going to say in Spanish and you tell me in English. Okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. ¿Cómo se dice jitomate?
Tomato.
Tomato. ¿Cómo se dice uvas?
Grapes.
Grapes, very good. Sandía.
Watermelon.
Hotcakes.
Hot cake.
Pancakes. Ah.
¿Sí? Pancakes. Oh,
Pancakes.
perdón.
No, está bien, está bien. ¿Cómo se dice dulces?
Candy.
Okay. Huevos.
Egg.
Salchichas.
No sé, salchicha también. No.
No, no. Sausages.
Salchichas.
Sausages, así se dice. ¿Cómo se dicen galletas?
Cookies.
Cookies. Papas fritas.
Rice.
Rice, good. Está fácil. Chicharitos.
No, no me lo
Esos se dicen peas.
Peas. Peas,
Okay.
okay.
All right, very good. ¿Cómo se dice un sándwich?
Sandwich.
Hamburguesa.
Hamburger.
Okay. All right, very good. Carla, ¿estás ahí? Carla, are you there?
Sí.
A ver, yo te voy a decir el vocabulario en inglés, y, perdón, en español, y tú me lo dices en inglés, ¿va?
Ok.
Ok. No pasa nada si no sabes, no es un repaso ahorita, ¿sí? Here we go. Pan,
Ay, ¿cómo? Perdón.
pan,
Ah, break,
ok. Fruta,
fruits,
jugo,
quiz,
juice, ok. Carne,
meat, mint,
meat, good. Arroz,
rice,
cereal,
ay, no me acuerdo.
cereal,
Ok.
cereal, ok. Es muy parecido, es very close. Leche,
Milk,
café,
coffee,
té,
sí, como
¿sí? Yeah, that's correct. Sopa,
soap,
soup.
soup.
El primero que dijiste es jabón.
Ah,
Ok. Sal,
salt,
salt. Flour, flour. Olvídalo. Harina. Harina se dice flour, ok.
Okay.
Azúcar,
sugar,
ok. Mantequilla,
butter,
queso,
queso es cheese.
cheese, miel,
¿Miel?
miel,
Miel, no me acuerdo.
honey, very good, honey, agua,
Agua es water.
ok. Mariscos,
No, no sé.
a ver, Enrique.
No, tampoco.
Seafood,
Ándale. Sí, está
¿Seafood?
bien. Seafood.
seafood,
Comida de mar, pues.
sí.
Ah,
Sí.
Mostaza,
Mm,
no me acuerdo.
¿no? Mustard,
Mos-
yes, mustard. Y mermelada, a ver. ¿Tampoco?
Yo tampoco, yo no sé.
Mermelada se dice jam. Yes.
Just
Jam. Miren, ahorita
jam. Okay.
les voy a enseñar. Espérenme. Estos fueron los que les costó trabajo. Sí. Tenemos seafood, jam y mustard. ¿Ok? All right, good stuff. So, a ver, Enrique, ¿le puedes decir en pocas palabras lo que acabamos de ver sobre este tema? Can you tell Carla? Nada más para checar comprensión. Yes.
Ok, lo que estábamos viendo es cuándo se ocupa how much y cuándo se ocupa how many. How much es para, eh, lo podemos utilizar para cosas, cosas, personas o lugares no contables. Y también lo podemos utilizar con verbos, bueno, con cosas, personas o lugares que sean singulares o plurales, utilizando el verbo to be o el verbo cost. Y por último estábamos viendo cuando se utiliza how many, que es para eh, cantidades o
Es lo mismo.
ok, para cantidades de forma plural, igual para personas, lugares o cosas.
Y aquí vamos a usar, here we're going to use countable nouns, okay? Things you can count, cosas que puedes contar. Entonces, por eso estamos viendo este ejercicio aquí, okay? Because this is countable nouns. Yes, burgers, sandwiches, dogs, cualquier cosa que puedes hacer plural is a countable noun, okay? And then we have uncountable nouns that you cannot count, no puedes contar, okay? So, bread, milk, coffee. Explícale, Enrique, please, la diferencia, por ejemplo, de un cartón, un kilo, de leche, de carne y así.
Ah, ok, se puede decir, por ejemplo, bueno, ahí con respecto a la, a las figuras, por ejemplo, no podemos decir cuánto pan, eh, cuánto pan tienes, sino es, bueno, how much no lo podemos utilizar how many no lo podemos utilizar para breathe, porque breathe no, siempre y cuando no lo contemos. Por ejemplo, si no le decimos la cantidad, puede ser que, bueno, es cuando no sabemos la cantidad, es cuando tenemos que utilizar how much, y cuando sabemos la cantidad es how many. Hace ratito estábamos viendo, por ejemplo, que agua es no contable, pero sí es contable cuando le decimos 1 litro de agua, 2 litros de agua o una botella de agua. O sea, tenemos que tener como un parámetro contable para que se vuelva contable,
Cuando lo empiezas a cuantificar,
cuantificar.
cuando lo empiezas a cuantificar un kilo, una moneda, por ejemplo, el dinero, money is not countable, ¿sí? $1, one coin, one peso is countable, eso sí, pero ahí estás hablando del peso, el dólar, sí, el centavo. Igual, if we're talking about milk, 1 liter. The liter is countable, eso sí puedes contar, but not the milk. Ajá. The coffee. The cup of coffee you can count, yes, but not the coffee. Ajá. Los granos de café puedes contar, pero ahí estamos hablando sobre los granos. Okay. So, do you understand, Carla?
Sí, sí.
Perfect, perfect. Excellent. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to, we have 10 minutes. Okay, so I want you to write, you're going to do, with using this vocabulary here, yes, all of this vocabulary, I want you to write 4 questions. Yes, 4 questions with how much, yes, and how many. All right, how much and how many. But I want you to ask the question, yes, Enrique, you're going to ask Carla, and Carla is going to write the question for you. Okay, so each one is going to write the question for each. ¿Sí? Cada quien va a escribir 4 preguntas para preguntarle a cada quien. Okay?
Okay.
2 with how much, and 2 with how many.
Okay.
Okay? All right, let's do that right now. Let's do it right now, and we will check.
Okay.
Do we understand? ¿Sí sabemos lo que estamos haciendo? Yes?
Sí.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's do it. Okay. Vamos. Ready?
No.
No? Okay.
Clarisa, tengo abierto el editable que tú me pasaste por correo electrónico y el control viene así. Entonces mejor fíjate si me mandaste el correcto o me mandaste la versión anterior. Y antes de que me mandes otra cosa más hecha, checa las gradientes. Te pedí que quitaras todas las flecas que volviste a duplicar de banda. Te dije que no dejar...
Pero todo lo demás no me diseñan hasta, bueno, al menos el que tengo, según el libro que te mandé,
No, no es el mismo.
no está publicado.
Pues entonces no es el mismo, Clarisa. Justo en el Writer X, todo está pixelado, Clarisa.
Ready?
Mm,
Carla, are you finished?
Está
Lo
uno.
que hiciste, Clarisa, y fue
Okay.
justamente lo que te dije. Primero borra lo que no sirve. En el que me mandaste a mí, dejaste el enlace.
Are I finished?
Okay, perfect. Carla, are you finished?
Lo que tenías que borrar me lo dejaste en el documento de a mí me pasa. Si no me entiendes, me queda claro. Lo que tú hiciste fue.
Okay, we're gonna wait for Carla and then we can start, okay?
Después entraste a limpiar bibliotecas y empezaste a borrar cosas.
Estás en mute, Carla, estás hablando.
Okay, ya.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so Carla, Enrique, actually, Carla, you're going to ask Enrique, yes? And Enrique, you're going to answer her questions. Okay, so here we go.
Hay dos opciones. O se rompió el enlace o tú borraste el elemento original.
How many eggs do you eat for breakfast?
2x.
A ver, Enrique, more, una oración más de 2 palabras, ¿ok? Okay.
Okay, okay.
More extensive, practice your English. Here we go.
Okay. I eat 2 eggs for the breakfast.
All right, very good. Now, Enrique, you ask Carla a question.
Okay. How much does the milk cost?
¿Puedes repetir? Es que no escucho bien.
Okay, okay. How much does the milk cost?
See, did you understand, Carla?
Es lo que te estoy diciendo. Fíjate que
Lo del final no lo volví a entender.
Okay, he says, how much does the milk cost?
No. Like,
Se me hace que Carla no hace el súper.
7. Ay, los coins.
How much? How much? A ver, la pregunta es, ¿cuánto cuesta la leche?
$27. I don't know.
27 pesos. Yes.
$3.
23 es un poco mucho. Ok, en este caso, Carla, tendrías que contestar. The milk cost 28 pesos, 32 pesos, yes. A liter, yes. Depende de cómo quieres contestar. Si quieres decir cuánto cuesta por litro o como por la caja, ¿sí? Entonces, ahí depende, ¿vale? Pero en promedio está como 28, ¿no, Enrique?
Sí. No, ya está 30 también.
Sí, sí, depende de dónde la compras.
Y la marca.
Y la marca. Very good. Ok, Carla, now you ask Enrique.
How much food do you eat a day?
A ver, otra vez, por fin.
How much fruit do you eat a day?
Al final es fruit, ¿qué? How much voy
How much fruit
voy
do you eat a day? No, fruit.
Ok, very
Ah.
good. Entonces, en este caso, la pregunta es, how much food do you eat? ¿Sí? Porque tenemos el auxiliar do, tenemos que poner nuestro verbo, yes, eat, ¿ok? Ah, how much fruit? No, ok, bueno, fruit está bien dicho, fruit. Pero si estamos hablando del pasado o de cuánto comes, al usar el auxiliar do, ¿sí? Tienes que, tu verbo tiene que estar en presente. Okay. So how much fruit do you eat in, in a day?
In the day, I don't much fruit. I eat one or two fruits.
Okay. Which fruit?
Orange, banana, mm, apple,
Apple. Okay. All right.
yeah,
Good, good. Good stuff. Good.
and good melon.
All right. Healthy, Enrique. Very good. Excellent. Enrique, ask Carla a question.
Okay, is how many tomatoes do you use in the soup?
No traigo audífonos.
Ok, ok. Te lo voy a escribir. How many tomatoes
Tomatoes.
do you use in the soup?
Mira, lo acabo de volver a incrustar al documento, el que tienes en biblioteca. No está pixelado.
Enrique piensa que todos cocinamos. I don't know. 5?
I yes.
Yes. I don't know. I cook a little bit. My wife is the one that she makes the food. Yes.
Okay.
So I don't, in for me personally, I don't know. Carla, what about you?
Soup, 3 or 4 tomatoes.
4 tomatoes. That's good. That's good. Yes. She knows. Sí sabe. Carla cooks. Carla cooks. All right. Very good. Carla, last question, Carla, please.
How much coffee do you drink every morning?
Please repeat this question.
How much coffee do you drink every morning?
I drink coffee, one or two coffees and the week.
Recuerda, no podemos contar la cantidad de café.
Okay. Well,
Tienes que contar las tazas.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Entonces, para decir taza de café, ¿cómo sería?
Cup of coffee.
Cup, es correcto.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Okay. I drink two cup and coffee every week. Or in a week.
2 cups of coffee in the week.
Yeah.
¿En la semana?
O sea, ella lo pregunta cada día no lo tomo, casi no acostumbro. Entonces,
Okay.
dos o mucho 3 veces por semana.
Really interesting. Okay. All right. Very good. That's good. That's healthy. That's healthy. Good for you. Carla, what about you? How much coffee do you drink?
1 cup morning.
Per day, per week, per month?
3 or 4 cups in the week.
Okay, okay. That's not bad. That's average, no? That's good. That's good.
Mhm.
Well, good for you, Carla.
Other
Excellent.
person take three or 2 or 3 cups coffee for day.
Yes, yes, very true. We have a coworker. His name is Irvin. I don't know if you met Irvin. No sé si lo conociste.
No.
Creo que no. He drinks 4 or 5 cups of coffee a day.
Wow.
No, it's
Y
crazy.
luego sin azúcar.
No, he's like this. Está trabajando. He's like.
Sí.
No. It's very funny. Excellent. Very good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and stop here. Yes. I hope. Do you have any questions on how much and how many? Do you understand how to use it?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. Now we need to practice. We need to keep practicing a little bit more. Carla, entiendo que entraste un poquito tarde, pero ¿tienes dudas? ¿Cómo se usa?
No, sí me hace falta como más practicar, pero como el cómo se usa, sí, sí lo entendí.
Perfect, perfect. Entonces, aquí lo importante, here the important thing is identify the countable or uncountable noun, ¿sí? En cuanto saben si es contable o no contable, ya saben si pueden usar how much or how many, ¿ok? Y ya esto es cosa de práctica. Yes, this is practice, all right? So more we practice, the better you're going to get, okay?
Okay.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to our session. Yes, that's all for today. So, ¿les puedo dejar una tarea, un trabajo? ¿Sí?
Yes.
¿Cómo están de tiempo? ¿Sí?
Pues yo estoy un poco presionado,
Ok.
pero pues ya llego, yo estoy algo atrasado con las tareas y,
Sí.
la siguiente semana voy a estar de vacaciones y pero ahí se
Claro.
ponerme al
Bueno,
corriente.
de todos modos lo voy a subir para que lo puedan
Ujú.
hacer. Ahí veo que también Fernando luego hace las actividades y sí, o sea, no pasa nada. Ahí si tienen la chance de hacerlo, por favor, y ya yo mando las correcciones, ¿ok?
Ok,
Vale, pues.
muy bien.
Sale pues, chicos. Bueno, gracias por conectarse.
Al contrario, gracias a ti, Renato.
Nos estaríamos viendo el martes. Enrique, pues yo creo que nos vamos
No,
el
el siguiente semana todavía estoy
¿Ah, sí?
trabajando, es la que sigue es cuando voy a estar de vacaciones,
Vale, pues.
después de
Bueno,
Semana Santa.
perfecto. Entonces nos vemos el martes, ¿va?
Ok, claro que sí.
Sale, pues chicos, nos vemos, se
Gracias, buena
cuidan.
tarde,
Thank
hasta
you.
luego.
Bye, have a good day. Bye.
Bye bye.